Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, site of the Starkville Super Regional as the Wildcats take on the homestanding Bulldogs. Best 2 out of 3 game series starting on Friday night. This is head coach Jay Johnson. Coach, your guys seem loose. They're having fun. Obviously, they're playing good baseball right now. Is this the best time of the year for a college baseball player and a coach?
Absolutely. I think it's probably going to be a time in their life that they'll look back and say it was one of the best times in my life, and that's what we're going for. I mean, it's an opportunity to go to the College World Series, and hey, all of those guys came to Arizona with that in mind, and so to be here at this point in the year, one of 16 teams playing is awesome, and now it's about going after it, staying in our best character, and playing as good as we can.
Last weekend, you had to play 5 games down in Lafayette. You didn't know going in how many games you would play. Now it's more like a regular weekend, potentially a 3-game series. Do you approach it? Do you set things up as if this was a Pac-12 series?
Well, for us, we set it up like we have a game tomorrow, and that's really all that we focus on. It's a one game at a time, one pitch, one inning deal. That's been very successful for us, and it's all hands on deck to try to go for the game tomorrow. And once that's over, good, bad, we look at Saturday the same way, and if we're playing on Sunday, that'll be the same deal. So it's one at a time, and I think our guys have done a good job throughout the last part of the season of just staying with the task at hand, and it won't be any different.
I think hearing other people talk about your team, in particular after last weekend in Lafayette, all of them say they thought your team had a very aggressive approach, mentally as well as physically, playing those baseball games. How did you see it?
Well, I thought we were in our best character for the better part of the weekend. You know, there were some challenges with the rain, doubleheader Sunday, doubleheader Monday, playing 3 elimination games in a row, and you wouldn't have known it. And that's exactly what I want it to look like. I thought we threw strikes. We did a great job, got several good efforts on the mounds. We played great defense. I think we only made 2 errors in the 5 games total. And offensively, we took enough good at bats and were able to do some things that we want to do to put pressure on the opponent, and that will be the blueprint for this weekend.
All right, well, tell us about the Bulldogs, your scouting report on Mississippi State.
Very talented. I mean, not just on paper, but when you watch them on video, they are the best team that we will have faced this year. A ton of good at-bats throughout the order. Magnum in the leadoff spot kind of gets them going. Very familiar with Jack Kruger and Gavin Collins, 2 of their better offensive players. They're both from the West Coast, and some really talented pitchers. I mean, Dakota Hudson will go in the first 10 or 12 picks tonight. So we got our work cut out for us. With that being said, you know, what a great opportunity. And I can't wait to see our guys in that environment tomorrow and going for it.
Again, to go back to last weekend, one of the keys for your pitching staff, not putting leadoff men on board. You just mentioned they've got a heck of a guy at the top of the lineup. Is that going to be even more important this weekend?
Well, you know, when we get our leadoff guy on, our offense goes. It's a completely different deal, and that's baseball as it is. They're very good 1 through 9. I think we will be very focused on each guy as they come and really try to slow the game down. That's something that we do a great job. Coach Lon does a good job calling pitches. We've been into that the last couple days to figure out tendencies and strengths and weaknesses and spots in the order, all those types of things. So we'll be ready.
All right. It's the Cats and the Bulldogs Super Regional from Starkville starting Friday night, Friday afternoon, Arizona time at 3 o'clock.